Nicole Kidman talks about keeping in touch with her and Tom Cruise's two kids, relationship with Keith Urban. Nicole Kidman may live miles away from two of her four kids, but she makes it a point to stay connected to all of her family. The 48-year-old Oscar-winning actress talked to Du Jour magazine about her loved ones, in an interview posted this week. Kidman lives in Nashville with husband and American Idol judge Keith Urban and their two daughters, Sunday Rouse, 7, and Faith Margaret, 4. She and ex-husband Tom Cruise also share two adopted kids, daughter Isabella, or Ella, 22, and son Connor, 20. When asked, "What's your relationship with the internet and technology?" Kidman replied, "I have 4 children, so to stay in touch with them is very important. I'm definitely engaged in it, but I don't let it rule my life." Kidman and Tom have both rarely seen in public with their 2 children in recent years. The actress does, however, occasionally talk about them in interviews. Ella lives in London and Connor is a DJ. "They're functioning in the world, happy," Kidman told the UK newspaper The Telegraph in April. "I'm so grateful to have 4 healthy, happy children. I touch wood." In 2014, Connor told Woman's Day, "I love my mom. I don't care what people say. I know that me and mom are solid. I love her a lot. My family means everything." Kidman also talked to Du Jour about keeping in touch with Urban when they're apart. "My husband and I never text each other," she told the magazine. "We never do. Once in a blue moon, we'll text. But mainly we say, 'I want to hear your voice.' That's very unusual, but we've been together for 10 years. We started like that and we haven't changed it. We don't email each other either. So it's about trying to keep it as intimate and personal as possible." In 2013, Urban, 47, said on the Ellen DeGeneres show that the two keep in touch via phone and never text and never email, although they do make an exception for what he called, "nice sex texting." "I'm lucky that we have such a strong family unit," Kidman told Du Jour. "I have an incredible husband who is so willing to get on planes and fly places, even if it's for a night. I had an opening of the play 3 nights ago, and he's in the middle of a tour in the States. I said, 'It's too much for you to have to fly all the way back, don't worry,' and he said, 'I'm flying.' He flew 10 hours to come and be with me for the night, and then he flew back and did a gig. That for me is love in action," she said. "That's extraordinary. But I would do the same for him, and that's what we've committed to as a couple." Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban have been in love for well over a decade, but the story of their love is as fresh and heartwarming as ever. It all started in a hotel room. In the wake of her divorce from Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman poured herself into her work. She went to Romania to star in Anthony Minghella's film adaptation of the Civil War movie, Cold Mountain, starred in Moulin Rouge, and played Virginia Woolf in the film adaptation of The Hours. She won an Oscar for her work in The Hours, but even that accolade only offered her fleeting happiness. "I was sitting in the Beverly Hills Hotel, holding this gold statue, and it was all extraordinary and I was the loneliest I'd ever been," she told the audience at the Women in the World Summit in London in 2015. After she came to that realization, she knew she had to stop hiding in her professional life and start working on her personal one. "I was able to navigate through about 5 or 6 years and then I sort of stumbled into Keith, literally stumbled into him," she explained. The two met for the first time in 2005 at the G'day USA Gala, which honors Australians in Los Angeles. Kidman didn't think Urban liked her when they first met. "I'm like, 'You didn't love me at first sight, you didn't notice me,' and he's like, 'Yes, I did, but I just didn't let on,'" she told Ellen DeGeneres in 2013. "But we kind of met and then about 4 months later he called me." Urban said he had things he had to take care before he could ask her out, and called her once they were settled. Soon, according to People, they embarked on a low-profile courtship of motorcycle rides in upstate New York, spending time together in Nashville, and, of course, together while Urban traveled the country on his Keith's Alive in '05 tour. By November, Kidman was wearing a diamond ring and introducing Urban as her fiancé. "Meeting her and getting married wasn't life-changing, it was life-beginning," Urban told CBS News. "It was literally, like, okay, life starts." Kidman said she knew she wanted to marry Urban after just a month of dating, which Kidman chalks up to her spontaneous way. Kidman and Urban tied the knot in a candlelit ceremony Cardinal Soretti Memorial Chapel on St. Patrick's Estate at Manly in Sydney, Australia. It was the most emotional and beautiful ceremony. A guest told People. Nicole looked ethereal with her veil floating, like a vision in white. Keith cried when he looked at her. The happy couple set off on their honeymoon in French Polynesia, and also set about getting to know each other better after their whirlwind courtship. I kind of like getting married and then getting to know each other. I know that it sounds incredibly strange, but to me, it's a more natural process, Kidman told Elle. Kidman was also eager to have children with the country star. I wanted to have a baby the minute we met and he was like, no, she joked at the Women in the World Summit. Kidman won that argument, of course, and the pair were joined by daughters, Sunday and Faith. Of course, marriage takes a lot of work, even more so when you're in the spotlight and your work has you traveling far from home. To stay connected, wherever they are in the world, the couple talks on the phone, not texting, several times a day, flying around the world to be there for each other's important events, and staying together as a family as much as possible. We just work at it, Urban has said. We love each other and we work at it. It's beautiful work.